Hello, biology students. This is a review for Test 1. Test 1 is going to be on Monday, September 15th, so pretty soon here. So I just wanted to put together a little bit of a review for those of you who would like to see something over the weekend to kind of guide your studying. Here we have what you need to be studying, okay? This is just kind of a pretty broad list. A lot of the details are going to be in your notes and things like that. So keep this in mind. One thing to study, prokaryote versus eukaryote. What are those? Remember, they're cells, they're types of cells. You need to know what they are and how they're similar and how they're different. Okay, so we can kind of check that off. Cell theory, you need to know what the three parts of the cell theory are, which we did in class. Endosymbiotic theory, two prokaryotes became the eukaryotic cell. Essentially, you need to know what that is, what that looks like. Okay, the cell membrane. You need to know the parts of the cell membrane and its functions of the cell membrane. So what are the three major things in the cell membrane and what are the functions of those things? And then also, what is the function of the membrane itself? Okay. Another thing to know and to study is the hypertonic, hypotonic, and isotonic solutions. So keep in mind, you don't just need to know the definitions, which that is good. You also need to know and think in context of what happens to a cell when it's in those solutions. So think about the gummy bear lab, those kind of things, and those kind of questions are what you're going to see on the test. And the last big topic you're going to see is molecule transport. So this is going to include things like osmosis, diffusion, facilitated diffusion, and active transport. So the foldable that you made in class where you had to draw the membrane, that's a great thing to use to study. If you don't have that for some reason, you could use your notes or you could use the previous homework videos. Which leads me to the fact that homework videos are a great tool to use to review. I know that you just want to listen to my voice over and over again, I'm sure. I'm kidding. But those videos are a great tool for you to listen to and to rewind and to replay if you don't understand something. It's a great way to kind of hear it over and over again. And if you still don't understand, then email your teacher, and he or she can help you kind of wrap your mind around the concepts. So here's a beautiful example of the foldable that y'all did in class over the types of transport. Excuse my pen marks. I added a few things in my class specifically. But this is a good thing to study and review just to see the differences and similarities between these different types of transports. Okay, so from here on out, this is the slides that you saw in the hallway in class on Friday. So the review activity that y'all did, this just has the answers to it. So I'm going to not talk through this. You can read the PowerPoints yourself, but I'm just going to click through it and you can pause and kind of work through the words and the questions on your own. I do want to draw my students' attention to this right here. Remember that if you're in Miss Donley's class, you need to go through this and finish this activity, finish your paper and have it completed on Monday. I will be checking for it. So make sure that you're doing that if you're in Miss Donley's class. Lastly, the uppercase letters in the answers are for the letters that you were supposed to use for the bonus. So if you are confused by that, the uppercase letters are for the bonus answer at the end.